Hey guys, welcome in. Thanks for joining me today. We're gonna be making some really fun earrings, just some festive wire hoops. Here's what we're gonna be making. I love these because they're really lightweight and just fun. I usually like to wear them around the holidays for some reason. They just give me good energy. I am gonna be using these. So this is the Wubbers looping plier. This is the large one. And normally you would use it to make connectors in a necklace. But Lara, she's an amazing designer as well. And she showed me this really cool trick that you can do with this tool. So I'm gonna be using it to make these types of shapes, and you're really not supposed, it doesn't, like this tool says that you can use 20 gauge and 22 gauge, but I take it up a notch and I put 18 gauge in it, which seems to work fine. So I'm gonna also be using, this is the small one, and the small Wubbers plier makes just smaller loops. Obviously that's gonna make a smaller zigzag. So I'll just kind of play with both of them. I might make one of each. It's really fun to do, and then we'll just hammer out our wire. Okay, so I'll start with the small one and the 20 gauge wire. I cut about 18 inches. And okay, so this is probably about 18 inches. And I'm just gonna start from the middle, put it in my plier, and squeeze that. Like so. And then all you do, take it out, reposition it this way, squeeze. Take it out, reposition it, squeeze. And you just kind of set your plier in that little nook and squeeze. And I'm just gonna keep doing that. It's easy to get turned around, but just remember to let your little pliers rest in the nook. And you can kind of change the pressure that you put. Like if you just barely squeeze it, it'll do kind of a light bend. But if you squeeze it all the way, you get a sharp. You pick. So that's my zigzag so far. And it's just fun. All right, so now I'm gonna leave this tail over here, this straight part. And remember, I started in the middle of my wire. I'm gonna start going this way. I don't know, this is just the way that I like to do it. So I need to start here, put it in the nook, squeeze. Put it in the nook, squeeze. And then once you feel like you have your length that you want, I'll measure this just to see. I think I usually do about 5 inches or so. Yeah, this is 5 inches. Then you can go ahead and get another piece of wire and start your crimping design, because you want to make your hoops at the same time to make sure they're the same length. Okay, so then all we're gonna do, it's so easy. You're gonna just bring those up into a little hoop. It can be more circular, or it can be like long and skinny, and you can pull apart the prongs to make it look however you want. You know, maybe a little more spaced out is what you want. So you can kind of go back through and do that. You can pull it to make it straighten out a little bit. And also keep in mind, you don't have to use all the little kinks that you made. You can totally change your mind and be like, oh, I want it to be that big here, which is where I'm gonna go. So if you go too far, don't fret. Just find where you want them to overlap, which I feel like right here will be a nice place. And I'm going to just try to make a double coil right in that intersection. Okay. See that? Okay, now I'm going to trim that off in the back. And then this will be what my ear wire attaches to, so I'm just gonna bend that over. Trim it down to about 1/4 of an inch and then roll that back. Ooh, tiny loop. Okay, so that's really easy. That's how to make the hoop with the small looping plier and 20 gauge wire. And of course, I think one of the most satisfying parts about this project is hammering the wire out. So if you have a bench block and a domed tracing hammer, you can just and it's gonna make it hold its shape better and give it a nice little edge. Okay, so all you have to do after that is attach your little ear wire and you're done. If you need to pick up any of the tools or supplies we used today, check out the links in the description below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to be alerted for future demos. Thanks for watching.